What's going on, everyone? Let's keep the party going with players that I am kind of going through that I think could be kind of the outliers, right? Obviously, Austin Reeves, D'Angelo Russell, LeBron James, Anthony Davis. I'm talking about more of the guys that could maybe be a slight X factor that people don't see coming, right? Obviously, I did a video on D'Angelo Russell. If you didn't check that out, go check that out. But it's more so, I believe he has the potential to be the third best player in this series for the Lakers and the best player not named LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Nikola Jokic, and Jamal Murray, right? I think D'Lo, his ability to make plays, score the basketball, I think is going to go a long way for the Lakers. But we'll see. Time will tell. Did a video on Gabe Vincent. Go check out that video. But another guy that I don't think, he might not even play, but I kind of like the idea of him just in spots, nothing too heavy, is Max Christie. And I know a lot of you right now are like, yes, Max Christie, get Max Christie heavy minutes. Now look, there's pros and cons to Max Christie, right? One of the cons is the longer, and you've seen it throughout the course of the season, the more he plays, the more you start to see some of the subtle flaws, right? That's in the regular season. Now you're playing Denver, who is going to exploit every flaw that he has when he's on the court. And a lot of it is just his youth and inexperience. I mean, he's young enough to be drafted in this year's upcoming draft. He is a child. He is a kid, right? He has incredible moments. His defense, he might be, not named Jared Vanderbilt, might be our best on-ball defender. He doesn't even have his grown man body yet. He doesn't even have the timing and really grasp and understanding at an NBA level yet because he's just coming into the league and he's a kid. Right? Once he really understands, I am so high on Max Christie. I have talked about it heavily to the point where people think I'm delusional to the level in which I think Max Christie can be. I think he has potential to be a real stud in this league, right? I don't know if he'll be a superstar or anything like that, but it wouldn't surprise me. He's really good instincts. He's really good on both sides of the basketball, really makes good plays. You're starting to see the development in him, being able to kind of create off the dribble, create for himself, even kind of make the occasional play for others, right? His defense, he actually has had some good moments defending Jamal Murray, where I think he could step in. But again, he at times will gamble or get off beat, or, he'll take a careless shot in a position to where it's like, the youth, the lack of understanding, right? He's just kind of out there as a kid, kind of just playing off of pure talent and instinct rather than the real understanding and grasp. That will come. And I fully believe it. Out of all the guys that the Lakers have, he's the one young guy that I hope that they don't trade. If they go for a star in the offseason, I hope you find a way to keep Max Christie, please. But he's a guy that I think in many ways can be an unsung hero, not to a level to where if you're just box score watching, you're going to be like, oh man, Max Christie, that dude was, I think more so of if you watch the minutes that he's in. Again, I'm not saying you play him 30. If he's killing it, right? If he's just shooting the lights out and playing lockdown defense, then sure, stick with the kid. But realistically, you don't want to put too much on his plate because, again, Denver's going to look to exploit that. Right? They're going to target him, his lack of discipline at times. Right? They're gonna send the army at him. Right? So to me, though, however, it's another able body that can do multiple things on the court, but also a body that you can throw at Jamal Murray. One of the big things and one of the trends I'm sure you've noticed in these videos is talking about wearing Jamal down over the course of a series. That's one of the Lakers' best bets to winning this series, right? You're hopeful that this doesn't go like it did last year and it's a sweep. You're hoping that this draws out to a 5, 6, 7, 8, 7 game series, right? That's the hope. You can draw this out to a 6, 7 game, right? And Jamal, as you progress, you might not notice it in game 1 or game 2, but as we start getting to game 4, game 5, start seeing, okay, wait a minute. He was the first 3 games he's giving you 30. His last 2 games, he's only giving you 25. That could be the difference between you winning and losing, or even a percentage rate, right? Oh man, he was shooting 50%, he's shooting 45%, right? Or, his legs get tired, so his shot's not falling quite right. So he's being more aggressive towards the basket or whatever, right? And let's say he is giving you 30, but he's doing it on more attempts because he doesn't have the lift to knock down as many threes. So now that's taken away from other guys, which now those guys' production has dropped, right? It's those little things that could be the difference between you winning or losing a series. And I think Max Christie with his size, with his strength, with his ability, his instincts, the way he moves his feet well, the way that he can kind of, defend and hold his own, I think could go a long way. And then his ability to shoot the basketball and shoot with some confidence once he starts, you'll see times where he looks a little down on himself. You see him like take the shot and then put his head down and run the other way, right? Like if I'm Ham, if I'm LeBron, if I'm them, and I'm getting him minutes, I'm in his head. Every time he puts his head down, hey, keep your chin up. We're not doing that. You're better than these guys, right? You give that kid that unwavering delusional confidence, right? Like, wait, what are you talking? Jamal, who? You're Max Christie. They're going to be talking about you after this series. They're not going to be talking about him. They're talking about you, right? Like, you give these kids, it's the beauty of youth, right? You think you're invincible. When you're, 19, 20, 21 years old, you think, man, I could do it. You're going out all night, living your best life, going to work, not sleeping 3 days straight, and you're ready to do it again, right? It's just, life is so much different from when you're, in your 30s to in your teens to early 20s, right? It's just a different world. So to me, it's just like, give that kid that unwavering, undying, delusional confidence that he's the best player on the court when he's on there, and you can lock him up. And when he has a big play, say Jamal comes in, he swipes and steals the basketball, and we go the other way, I'm in his chest. That's what I'm talking about, right? I'm just hyping this kid, inflate that kid's head, right? Like, let him feel like he is untouchable. You saw it with the Reeves in the playoffs, right? Kept going, boom, LeBron, everybody's like, yeah, you're the guy, you're him, right? And he's making these big plays and he's hitting these big shots, right? And you just see the confidence go, 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 go. And then he had that stint in the Warriors series, like the first 2 or 3 games in the Warriors series, where he was just getting torched and Clay's just abusing and he just looks bad. And it's like, you just saw them just keep sticking with him, keep talking to him, keep getting in his head, giving him that confidence. And he bounced back and he was good. Do a lot of the same things with Max Christie on a smaller scale. But I think he's another able body that can still be an offensive threat out there that they're probably not really going to account for or really care about, right? So like, for example, they're going to be, we got to slow down LeBron James, Anthony Davis. If D'Lo has it going, okay, we need to adjust and make the thing for D'Lo, right? Try to slow down D'Lo, and then if Reeves, right? Okay, so they're going to focus on like the main guys. Well, beyond that, that means what's going to happen is somebody's going to be an afterthought. And that's where I think Max Christie could really shine. And if he starts shooting and playing with confidence, he could really make an impact, because he's a guy that, we've seen him have moments where it's like, okay, there it is. There's that confidence, right? And he's shooting with confidence, shooting in stride. If we can create that for him in the series, and then his ability to defend and put on multiple pieces, put him on a KCP, put him on, Jamal Murray. Again, it's just another body that can have an impact on both sides of the basketball that can make a difference. Again, I'm not expecting, nor would I necessarily want him to get 30 minutes a game. But, if you can get him 10 minutes here and there, you want to give him an opportunity to kind of be in rhythm and actually like build said confidence, right? So you don't want, like, to me, you either play him regularly, right? Like game in and game out, or you don't, and you don't play him at all, right? Because if you say you play him in game 1 and then you don't play him again until game 3, and then you play him again in, game 6, right? It's like, how is he ever really supposed to get into a flow and get into where the impact? But to me, it's like, okay, let's kind of by committee here, right? So you got your main 5 guys, they're going to play 40 minutes a game, 35 to 40 minutes a game. Okay, that's fine, right? But then you're going to get, Gabe Vincent, Spencer Dinwiddie, they're going to get their, probably 15 minutes a game or whatever. And then to me, it's like, okay, I don't hate the idea of a little Cam Reddish, right? A little hint of Cam Reddish, not a ton, a little hint of Taurean Prince, right? But to me, it's like, okay, let's get a little hint of Max Christie out there, because he does have good size, good length, good versatility. You can slot him 1 through 3, right? Denver does like to go with lineups where they have like a Reggie Jackson, a KCP, a Brown, right? To where you can have like say whatever D'Lo, Spence, and Christie. and match up 3 guards for 3 guards, and you still maintain some size, right? You have a 6'5" D'Lo, or 6'3", 6'4" D'Lo, 6'6" Dinwiddie. You have a 6'5", 6'6" Max Christie, like things like that. Now you can match up, kind of defend, kind of build this confidence. But Max Christie's a guy that, again, I don't necessarily know if he'll even play, but I do like the idea of like at least giving him a chance and see if he can kind of hold his own. I don't want him to get too many minutes because, again, the more he plays, the more likely he is to be exposed. But if you can just kind of get him, inject him in little small doses, I think he can really have an impact. But we'll see. Time will tell. Anyway, as always, this is a discussion. Pass question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? How do you feel? Do you think, yes, put in Max Christie, get him little small doses here and there? Do you think, no, play him heavy minutes? Do you think, nah, don't play him at all? Right, he's young. His time will come. Right, stick with the vet guys, the guys you're playing Denver. Right, how do you feel? What are your thoughts are? I'd love to hear it. Let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. Helps me enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.